Hello, my name is Shakira Hester. Today, I'm talking about the whole Colin Kaepernick situation with the NFL. For those of you who know about the situation, basically, during the Pledge of Allegiance, he knelt, and many people seen it as a sign of disrespect towards our country. But what many people don't know is that he knelt for other reasons, preferably police brutality. A lot of people have their own opinions on whether or not he should be able to be signed to play on any NFL team. Usually, teams don't have a choice or say in the world, mainly because they're not old enough or they're seen as minors, so they have very low mentalities. Fortunately, today I actually have a chance to give my own opinion on this topic. Preferably, I believe that the NFL corporation should allow him to be signed to a team, but mainly because he wasn't the only one who kneeled, and a lot of people were protesting against this. Even Donald Trump is making a rule or law, or is talking about the subject how anybody who decides to kneel should have to stand. Anybody who decides to kneel should have to sit there and basically have the same situation as Colin Kaepernick, not be able to sign, should be penalized for anything like that. I completely agree to why he knelt, because police brutality is a big issue, especially for black females and males, and anybody in general, actually. But many people think that he shouldn't be signed to the NFL because he was showing a huge sign of disrespect to the country. Also, the NFL does have control over every player that is signed, or any player that basically plays for any team. So they do have their own choice to sit there and be like, oh, you can't play because you're being disrespectful to the country, or for any reason. Basically, they could, maybe an NFL player is getting too many fights and like, you can't play anymore. Yeah. Also, they're owners, so they have a right to do whatever they want to anybody. Well, not whatever they want, but like, they have a right to control whether or not they could play, or whether or not they get suspended, or whether or not they get benched. It's basically up to them. But this just goes to show you, is America really as free as it says here? Do you really have as much rights as they said you do? Because there's really no law that says you have to stand there in the Pledge of Allegiance. And due to the First Amendment, we have freedom of speech. So I don't see why he's penalized for having his own opinion or having his own view on how he sees things. But if you really think about it, do we really have freedom? Because anything we do, we're penalized for. Any action, any words, anything in life, basically. But I hope that next season we'll see our favorite quarterback, Colin Kaepernick, playing on that field.